This is how I take a Boston butt roast and turn it into a ham. Brown sugar, salt, ground allspice, ground cloves, cinnamon, ground mustard, and mix. Took my Boston butt roast and put it in a Ziploc bag, added my seasonings and rubbed it all over. Into the nooks and crannies. A little bit of liquid smoke and rubbed it in there too. Into the sous vide bath for 18 hours on 148 degrees. I took it out the next morning. Look at that. And retained all the juices. I then scored the fat and added cherries on top. I baked for 15 minutes on 400 and broiled for another 7 minutes with the pan dripping glaze on top. Took it out, took the bone out, sliced it down. OMG, it does taste and feel like ham. Look at that. I sliced it really thin on my meat slicer. This tastes just like prosciutto. Olive oil on my English muffin. Brushed it in, all the nooks and crannies. Then some minced garlic on each one. I thought I had a whole loaf of French baguette, but I didn't, and brushed it in as well. But the English muffins. Then I added some fresh parsley. Worked out really good. My prosciutto, or ham. I highly recommend fresh basil at this point. A tomato, salt, pepper on each one. Mozzarella cheese into the air fryer until the English muffin was crispy. And here it goes. My prosciutto slash ham, tomato and cheese snack bite. Garnished with parsley, balsamic glaze. Delish. Leftover lunch. I chopped up some broccoli stems into some water. I whisked in a bag of that broccoli and cheddar soup. I don't mind these bags of soup. Stirred it well. Added some extra broccoli and some more cheddar and Carolina Reaper cheese. And stirred. I sous vide a Boston butt roast. Here's the ham I had left over from the other day. Look at that. I chopped it into cubes and put it in a pot. Seared the fat off. Stirred for a bit. Poured in my broccoli soup from last night. And stirred. Added some fresh ginger root, salt, pepper, and garlic powder and stirred. I pulled off some hot sausages from the other day, put them in a bun, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, onions, and peppers into the air fryer. Pulled them out, and here it goes. This is my creamy cheddar, broccoli, and ham soup with a hot sausage sandwich on the side, topped with parsley and a little black pepper. Yummy! I laid down some fettuccine noodles cut in 1/3 in a pot of water with a boiled egg. Laid down my pork chunks, celery, onions, and jalapeno peppers. Stirred my noodles. Stirred the skillet and added some garlic, ginger, and bacon grease. Stirred. I added some pan drippings in the pot with the noodles and the egg. I then added the pork and veggies. The pork is from a rotisserie pork roast. Added some red wine vinegar, some chicken base powder, and stirred. Soy sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, and stirred. Pepper, homemade pepper flakes, red peppers, and stirred. Parsley. Took the boiled egg out, cut it up, there it goes. Stirred. And here it goes. This is my up north yak, or yakka main, cooked with pork instead of the beef. A New Orleans classic via China. This is my spin. It was outstanding. Wiener Schnitzel. I pounded thin. Some boneless pork chops I had marinated in the refrigerator. Back in the marinade and into my breading. My marinade was milk, hot sauce, salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, and a little flour. Into the oil, shook up a little bit, flipped and added the butter. That's what gives the schnitzel the flavor. Italian breadcrumbs, corn, and white flour. Shook it some more, so nice and crispy. Got my avocado ready with olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon juice. Shook up a bit. Incorporated all the flavors into the avocado. Refried my potato croquette, sliced up some tomatoes, took off the crispy pork, and plated. And here it goes. Wiener Schnitzel with seasoned avocados, sliced tomatoes, refried potato croquettes, lemon wedges, topped with spinach dip and scallions. Woo-wee! The ultimate Cuban sandwich. I laid down some bacon, my homemade ham. Took the bacon out, flipped the ham, took it out as well. I laid down my ham off the bone from the supermarket, fried till brown, flipped and took out. I buttered some whole wheat bread with some Swiss cheese, laid it down, bacon, the ham off the bone, spicy mustard, then my Wiener Schnitzel, my homemade ham, plenty of pickles, folded it up, flipped, and finished out my creamy cheddar broccoli soup. Plated, and here it goes. The ultimate Cuban-like sandwich with creamy broccoli soup. Look at that sandwich. Mm, mm, mm. Just spectacular. I had some leftover rotisserie pork left, the juices, and some gravy. So I sliced it up and threw it in a pot. I added some chicken pot stickers and covered. I allowed the pot stickers to cook. I added some jalapeno peppers and stirred. A little soy sauce and stirred. And some chopped up boiled eggs I had left. Shook it around and allowed it to cook down a little bit. And here it goes. Chicken pot sticker and sauteed pork bowl. Topped with fresh parsley. With the boiled eggs, tomatoes, the jalapeno peppers, the tender pork. Mmm, mmm, mmm. This was absolutely amazing. Flavor Central. Just another meal you can make from leftovers. Look at that. That rotisserie pork just set this off. Woo! This was fantastic. I only mixed my pasta with my meat sauce the day after. Add a little butter, garlic powder, and Parmesan cheese and mixed it. Down with my bologna. I already had fried a couple slices of bacon. Added some American cheese, the bacon, and let the cheese melt. Mayonnaise on some toast, lettuce, tomatoes, salt and pepper, and then brought over the good stuff and laid it on the other slice. Folded it up, cut it up, and here it goes. This is my BBBLT. Beef, bologna, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. Added a little bit of cheese. Mayo on the toast. With my mixed spaghetti. Yummy. I just love a good BLT. Great lunch today. And cooked to perfection. Woo! Pork lo mein for brunch. Down with the bacon, the sausage, cabbage, and red onions, garlic and ginger, and mixed. I then added my mushrooms, jalapeno peppers, and my homemade sous vide ham, and mixed. A little bit of the pan drippings from the ham, mixed, and then my noodles. A little bit of sesame oil, salt, pepper, vinegar, soy sauce, water, oyster sauce, and stirred. I then added the scallions, some broccoli, soft-boiled eggs, stirred, and here it goes. Brunch lo mein, or yakame. Topped with scallions, soft-boiled egg, with the bacon, sausage, homemade ham. Just amazing. This is the last of my homemade ham. I laid down some onions, mushrooms, my homemade ham, store-bought ham, salt, pepper, and mix very well. Combine everything together. I then added my signature sauerkraut, mixed, and made sure everything was incorporated thoroughly. I then laid down my buttery, everything bagel seasoned rye bread, mustard on one half, mayo on the other. Swiss cheese with the mustard and American cheese with the mayo. Added my filling, closed, covered with a plate, a skillet, flip, and here it goes. This is my grilled Cuban-like pork sandwich with the sauerkraut mixed with my homemade ham, store-bought ham, American and Swiss cheese. Panini style, grilled to perfection with rye toast, that pickle on the side, mustard, mayo, everything was delicious. And thanks for watching Kurt's Home Living.